Well, boys, this week, coming off of a big loss, the Chiefs did, and we're heading to Charlotte, North
Big loss.
Carolina,
What
to
was the
take
final
on.
score?
30-21.
I
Yeah,
don't know. That game didn't happen in my
29
mind.
points.
9 points. I guess that is kind of big.
It was a big loss. It was a good team.
Yeah.
Come off a big
For
loss.
your for you guys, yeah, that's a
It
big
would have
yeah.
it would have swung the pendulum in our favor to bench guys super early, and it's a big loss.
hmm
But
hmm
now we get to go and swing the pendulum the other way to play against a team who we have. Vegas has said that we have a 10.5 point favorite in this game.
Crap.
Uh, yeah. Vegas. I don't know, but
It would have been so much worse if we won last week and we had a chance to lose to Bryce Young. Like if our first loss was to Bryce Young and the Panthers, that'd be
Hilarious.
it would have
so
made
much
so
more.
much more sense. Like
It would
now,
have. No,
like
it would have.
made complete sense. You play the Bills, you get everything going, and then trap game against the Panthers. But let's be honest, this team has gotten some things together over the last few weeks since they decided to bring Bryce Young back from his benching. Now, he wasn't brought back because Andy Dalton wasn't performing well, admirably,
Andy was in
but
a car accident and got
it was
injured.
because he was in a car accident.
hmm
And so they had no choice but to bring Bryce back. And to be honest, he's been playing really well. Same with Chuba Hubbard. Uh, they've just been kind of firing, not necessarily on all
Uba.
cylinders, because they haven't played against the toughest competition, but they haven't looked as bad as they usually have been.
Look, I think the biggest storyline going into this game is rookie Jonathan Brooks coming back first game against the Chiefs, and we are notorious for letting backup running backs run all over
You
us.
just took my
So
what to expect, Tybo.
I think it would be almost poetic for like Jonathan Brooks to have like 60 to 100 yards and like a couple touchdowns. Like
I wouldn't go that far to say that. I mean, he's going to have some big, promising plays for himself. I think with Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks in this game, they're going to be able to show us that they're going to have a formidable backfield for the future going forward. Brooks is going to be able to show you enough plays to get out there and do stuff, but they're still going to struggle no matter what. Chuba's going to get 40 yards, if that. Brooks is going to get 5 carries, 15 yards. Not going to be anything special, but they're going to have a few plays that really shine to you.
don't
Yeah,
don't let
you
him get
dude,
hot.
I don't know,
Don't let
man.
him get rolling. Don't let him
This
get
is
four
this is
yards
a
to
weird
carry, bro.
one. This is a weird one because 10.5 points is a lot, but also like the Panthers have been really, really bad at times. And the Chiefs are good enough to like tear the Panthers a new one. Like if the stars align and you guys play good enough, you can beat the shit out of the Panthers. Um, if you play everybody close like you have been all year, then the Panthers are going to cover. I don't know what Vegas oh, 10.5. That's insane.
Here's what Vegas was thinking. Here's exactly what Vegas was thinking. Andy Reid has been not real happy in his press conferences. Patrick Mahomes, same vein, has not been very happy in his press conferences. You got Travis Kelce, who's got his own podcast, and kind of blew up at just how his own leadership style has been over the last 9 weeks before, or 10 weeks, 9 wins before the Bills game was, and kind of where the mentality was for the team. And nobody's real happy with the performance that they put up against the Bills. And they're kind of going back and seeing, hey, our performance against the Broncos wasn't very good. Some of our other performances weren't very good. We got smacked in the mouth, and now we're ready to kind of get things back in gear of where they should be. And Vegas is seeing that. The rest of the league is seeing that. The Chiefs are working on it on internally, and I think this is going to be one of the very few games where we just put foot to chin. We
Yeah.
just
I think this is the
floor
third
down
time
on the
he said
gas
it this
pedal.
week.
We get to go.
He definitely said it against the Broncos. Yeah, the pregame show against the Broncos, he said this what like almost
Definitely,
line for
definitely
line,
said it.
bar for bar, bro.
You,
Like
you know, you know what I expect?
Dang.
I figured out my what to expect as you were talking, Ty Bob. I fully expect if you guys you guys maybe start slow a little bit. Expect Travis Kelce to truck fucking cheeseburger. Yeah, again, if you guys start slow, Trav is gonna like fucking chest bump Andy Reid again
He's
like
gonna-
he did last year, fucking yelling at him and shit like that. Expect that. If you guys start slow, someone's gonna chest bump, belly bump Andy all pissed off. Expect that shit to happen. There it is, right there. I'm glad
I can see that expecting. I can expect that to happen against the Raiders, but against the Panthers, I don't think they're gonna have some fire for the game, but they're not gonna have that type of fire for it.
the NFL, man. Got to have fire for all the games.
Unfortunately for Bryce Young, I don't think this game is going to be very close at any point outside of like the initial whistle blow where it's 0-0. I've said it a few times, but I think it's really going to hit home this week with where everybody's mentality is. Expect Xavier Worthy multiple long touchdowns. I'm saying two 30-plus yard touchdowns.
Do you think Trav
That's what-
scores this
That
week?
is notoriously good on the road in his career.
Notoriously. I'm saying at least 2 touchdowns, and that's just coming from the big plays, 30-plus yards. Expect that. He's going to stay in bounds. He's going to tightrope this thing. Expect a big game from Xavier Worthy. I'm thinking 5-6 catches for, I don't know, let's just say $170.
Ooh,
Well, Jesus Christ.
damn.
We've been getting in his gear a little bit, and so is the rest of the media around Kansas City. And so I think this is the week, this is the team that it needs to happen against, and this is the team that it will happen against. I feel really bad for Bryce Young here because he has played much better than he has in any previous game in his NFL career, and he's going to run up against the buzzsaw of a defense that's pretty pissed off about their poor performance against the Bills. And we just said on a previous show, the Chiefs are 28, I believe it is, in sacks this year, where at this same point last year, they were ninth. So expect them to get a bag this week as well. Not only is Xavier Worthy going to have a big game, but the defensive line is coming away with 6 total sacks just from the D line.
Wow,
That's a
6.
crazy parlay. I don't even know if you can make that a parlay. But
I don't think any of those bold takes are like gonna hit because I can't trust this team to not play down to the level of their opponent at this moment in time. Lot of one possession wins in this season, and I'm hoping like the floodgates aren't open as far as like teams scheming, figuring it out. As much as we talk about like teams give us their best shot, and they want to plan to play defense against Patrick Mahomes. Like we have a good defense, and that's well known. So they, maybe teams out there are starting to see cracks in what we think we've been doing best.
I don't know.
Why
I
are
think
you so depressing? Stop being depressing.
I don't know. I'm
It's
kind of
the
with him, though.
Panthers, dog.
I wouldn't put my money on like the spread of this game, like at all. I do, however, think though that your boy Trav is going to get in the end zone. Stay tuned later for Only Cowards Take the Under. I got a juicy parlay, involving him and a touchdown. But yeah, I mean, like, how good is this Panthers defense? Like, really?
Not good.
I mean, yeah, like you do play down to your you have been playing down to your opponent's level there, Tybo, but again, like man, the Panthers aren't good.
I wanna see this
saying that
week.
we were saying that about a Colts team in like week
They're
whatever.
still not good.
Still saying that about a Colts team in week
Yeah, the
whatever.
Colts fucking suck.
Like I don't know if it was last season or the season before, but we lost to
The
the
trap
Colts in
game.
regular season. Like the Chris Jones penalty, where he called him a bitch or something. Like,
that was back when Matt Ryan was there. That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, bud.
Ooh,
It was not 4 years
time
ago.
flies.
I always forget Philip Rivers was a Colt right at the end of his career
Yep.
too, wasn't he? Yeah, man,
It's essentially that's where quarterbacks went to die there. For
that
a
should be
while.
one of your top fives. Quarterbacks that you forgot played at. Top 5 quarterbacks where you forgot they played at.
It's a good top
Okay.
5.
Yeah. I would put Philip Rivers on that list in Indianapolis.
Oh,
Rah, rah.
sure.
You mad, dude?
No,
All right.
am I?
I'm just I'm just high.
I forgot about this guy.
It's
Oh.
Thursday beer show.
It's
Drinking show.
It's just an Arizona tea.
Oh,
this
Still,
guy.
buddy,
Boo,
still.
Wendy, boo. Yeah, I just have water too. I'm booing. I just have water.